Hi, this is Ridea Keeping It Real, and we are reading through the Bible using the Good News Bible. We're on the book of Sirach, which is one of the Apocrypha books, which means the hidden books, and we're almost finished with it. It's been really great to read this. And we're on chapter 43, and it's pretty much a continuation of 42, the glory of God in nature. It's talking about the different ways that you can see the glory of God just in nature. And as I was looking at this chapter that we're going to start reading, 43, I noticed this picture and I thought, that's an intricate picture. I'm not going to be able to draw it in detail. And then I saw that it's about the rainbow, right? 43:12 actually starts at 11. So look at the rainbow and praise its creator, how magnificent, how radiant its beauty. Like a bow bent by the hands of the Most High, it spans the horizon in the circle of glory. And I thought, oh, okay, so let me really understand the colors of the rainbow. And they are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So I went ahead and colored the rainbow. And as I was coloring the rainbow, I realized these are the same colors of the chakras in our body. So it's really fascinating to me. Just fascinating. And so here are all the colors. I kind of left all my little colors out, but I'm going to probably put them back now. But these are all the colors. These are the colors of the rainbow and the colors of the chakras in your body, or the little spinning wheels that are in your body of energy, spinning wheels of energy. So just kind of a little bit of information before we get started reading. I got a fan going. That's why those pages are flipping like that. Okay, so here we go. Get back to where we're supposed to be. So this is still talking about the glory of God in nature. So you can find God in nature. If you don't believe in God, look in nature, and you will see God. You will see the Most High. So let's finish talking about the glories of God in nature. Chapter 43 of Sirach. How beautiful is the bright, clear sky above us. What a glorious sight it is. The sun, when it appears, proclaims as it rises how marvelous a thing it is, made by the Most High. Oh, somebody on my roof right now. He's cleaning out the gutters. This is interesting. Let's see how he's going to do this. So it may make a lot of noise. How the sun, when it appears, proclaims as it rises. How marvelous a thing it is, made by the Most High. At noon it dries up the land. No one can stand its blazing heat. The setting sun sets fire to the hilltops, like the metal furnace glowing from the heat. It sends the fiery rays. I haven't understood a word that I just read. How beautiful is the bright, clear sky above us. What a glorious sight it is. The sun, when it appears, proclaims as it rises. How marvelous a thing it is, made by the Most High. At noon, it dries up the land. No one can stand its blazing heat. The setting sun sets fire to hilltops, like a metal furnace glowing from the heat. It sends out fiery rays, blinding the eyes with its brightness. The Lord who made it is great. It speeds on its way at his commands. There's also the moon. So that was about the sun and what it does. There's also the moon, marking the passage of time, an eternal sign of the changing seasons. The moon determines the holy days. Wow. You know what? Because that's something that is, whether it's calendars, that's something that's in a bone of contention of which calendar to use. And if you've ever tried to figure out the different festivals from our Gregorian calendar and what it should be, you'll understand that. So the moon determines the holy days. It's like glows full, then grows dim. It's interesting. So the full moon, and then how it goes into the half moon, into the quarter moon. So the light grows dim, and then grows full, and then grows dim. And all of this stuff down here about Hebrew versus Greek, that's very important. It is super important. I mean, and I've been, like I said, there's a book I'm going to feature after I finish Sirach about the importance of that. How they turned all of these, our Bible, our word, into Greek, and how it makes a big difference when you read it in Hebrew versus reading it in Greek. So here we go. Let's keep going. Interesting. I just almost, again, I'm at a place of overwhelmed. The month is named after the moon. Marvelous to watch as it is, grows fuller each night. It grows fuller each night. Is that right? A signal light for the heavenly armies, shining out in the dome of the sky. Wow. What does that tell you? There's heavenly armies. And that moon is a signal light for them. It's really difficult. When I say I'm reading through the Bible, it's really difficult to just read through the Bible. And again, I say, if anybody tells you, if you're in a conversation with someone, they say, I've read through the Bible, certainly, if they say, I've read through the Bible several times, and then they go on and don't talk about any level of detail or agony or what it took, I wouldn't believe them. Because I have been working on reading through the Bible since 2019. That's how long I've been doing this. This is how long it's taken me to do this. Since 2019. Right? So, hey, maybe people are smarter than me. Maybe people, can get through it faster than me. But it's hard to just read through it. Oh, and just read it like a novel. What? So, yeah, I don't believe people if they say it to me. And then they don't talk about how hard it was or how it changed them or anything else. I just don't believe them. Sorry. Don't believe them. All right. Oh, okay. Where are we? The sun and the moon. Okay. And I don't know if other people feel like this. I mean, I don't, and it doesn't even matter at this point. Because if you don't feel like this or you do feel like this, I'm going to say this again as well. You are watching this on YouTube. If you are listening to the sound of my voice right now, you have a YouTube channel. And I want you to go to your YouTube channel and I want you to create a video, create a short, create something. Do not just watch other people create something. I mean, this is you have a voice, and this is a medium to be able to say something, even if it's to yourself or to your kids or to your grandkids or one person. Don't just watch other people. Do not do it. I'm telling you, from the bottom of my heart, challenge yourself to do something, say something, anything. I don't know how I got there. And I may not even get past chapter 43 at this rate. All right, okay. We went through the sun. We went through the moon. We're on 9. The shining stars. Now we're on the stars. Make the night sky lovely. Brilliant ornaments in the Lord's high heavens. They stay in the places assigned to them by the Holy One and never relax their dutiful watch. That's crazy. Look at the rainbow and praise its creator. How magnificent, how radiant its beauty. Like a bow bent by the hands of the Most High. It spans the horizon in the circle of glory. He commands the snow. He commands, and snow begins to fall. Lightning strikes to carry out his judgments. The storerooms of the sky are thrown open, and the clouds roll out like flying birds. And that's what I've been saying. I said this somewhere, or maybe in another video, maybe in, I don't know, maybe in my head. That, oh, I know where I said it. I said it to Chat GPT in a chat. Because if you've been on Chat GPT for as long as I have, what, year and a half, however long it's been out, and you had the paid version, in the beginning, there weren't a lot of filters. If you knew how to chat with it and you told it to be give it a non-Eurocentric viewpoint, it would tell you about the Hebrews and who they were and all these things that we've been studying. It would lay it out. But lately, within the last month, I would say, it's I can tell from the chat that it has put up guardrails around certain subjects, and it confirmed it. Yes, it has, around race, around politics, around who's in control, who's going to be on top, who's not on top, rising and falling of people and colors and nations. You know, if you've been around long enough to work it, you've seen it. And I said to it, chat, that it doesn't matter what guardrails the Europeans put up around this technology, because nature will do its work. Nature. The Most High will use nature, floods and hurricanes, and shake the world to get his message across. Hide it all you want. This is what this is telling us. That Most High has all of this. As beautiful as it is, he can use it how he wants to use it. Right? All right. Probably only going to read this 143 for some reason. So, the storerooms of the sky are thrown open, and the clouds roll out like flying birds. With his power, he forms great masses of clouds and shatters the ice into hailstones. He speaks, and thunder twists the earth in pain. The mountains are shaken by his strength. Whenever he wishes, the south wind blows, whirlwinds come, and windstorms from the north. He sends the snow fluttering down like birds, like locusts, lightning on the ground. We marvel at the beautiful whiteness and the fascination we watch it fall. And in fascination we watch it fall. Wait a minute. He sends the snow fluttering down like birds, like locusts lightning on the ground. We marvel at its beautiful whiteness, and in fascination we watch it fall. He sprinkles frost over the ground like salt, and it freezes into thorny flowers of ice. He sends the cold north wind blowing, and the water hardens into ice. Every lake and pond freezes over, putting on a coat of icy armor. This is very poetic. He scorches the wilderness, heals with drought, and the grass grows brown from its heat. But cloudy mist restores it all to life, and the weather cold and dew appears. By his wisdom, he calmed the great oceans and placed the islands there. Sailors tell about the dangers of the sea, and we listen to their tales in amazement. In the sea are strange and marvelous creatures, huge monsters of all kinds of living things we are yet to see. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. They can hide it all they want. But in the sea are strange and marvelous creatures. Huge monster. Leviathan, I think I read somewhere back in there. And all kinds of living things. Each of the Lord's messengers succeeds at its task. Everything is held together by his word. We could say much more and never finish. But it all means this: The Lord is everything. How can we find the power to praise him? He is greater than all of his creation. The Lord is awesome in his greatness. His power is overwhelming. Though you do your best to praise him, he is greater than you can ever express. Though you honor him tirelessly and with all your strength, you still cannot praise him enough. No one has seen him. No one can describe him. No one can praise him as he deserves. Mysteries greater than these are still unknown. We know only a fraction of his works. The Lord made the universe and then gave wisdom to devout men. That's it. That's where I'm going to stop because I can see what's coming. What's coming is the glory of God in history, and it goes through, all of the different people in history that he gave his glory to. And that's going to tie back into the beginning of Sirach. When I started to color this beginning of Sirach with all of the people. So we're going to spend some time on that. And see, at that point, I didn't know the colors of the rainbow. You see that? I just was coloring in any old color. I just noticed that. I was coloring in any old color. I didn't know that there was an order to the colors of the rainbow. Right? So that's something that, for those of you that, they call it New Age, but it's not New Age. Chakras. It's not. It's old as the day is long. People just discovered it. People doing like yoga. But it's not new. It's not new about that. But for those of you that are into it like that, that's something to look at. The colors, those specific colors right there, of the rainbow and the chakras and them being God's colors. I'm going to color this a little bit because I have an opportunity to make a real short video. I'm telling you, like I said, make your own videos, and what you're going to find is the longer you make them, the more it takes to upload them. For YouTube to check them and all of that. So, this is mountains. Oh, glorious, glorious, glorious. So, something about me reading this right now and me going through that chat with Chat GPT where they are really trying to hide the truth. It's overwhelming to people. Like certain people that may ask the questions, like a simple little question. They'll tell them the Christian version unless they say, don't tell me the Christian version. Don't tell me that version that you made up to make yourself feel better. For real. Those of you that are finding this, you know what I'm talking about. You made that up. I think that's blue, actually. I'm coloring it white. It's actually blue sky behind it, right? Yeah. So it was telling too much truth. It was getting people afraid. And I specifically asked about, the first will be last, the last will be first. Specifically asked it about, we know there's a caste system in the United States, whites on top, browns in the middle, blacks at the bottom. Right? And what's going to happen to that caste system does it flip? It just could not bring itself to tell me that. I don't know what happened to my camera right there. It could not bring itself to tell me that. Didn't want to tell me that. So I'm going to finish coloring this. I don't know if there would be bunnies in this picture. That doesn't even look right, does it? Something about the bunnies don't appear to me to be. I don't know. I don't know if there would be bunnies in this picture. Of all things, a bunny. A butterfly. Cute. I don't know. I don't, again, I'm going to go back to find something you like to do, something you want to talk about, something you can contribute to the cause. The cause is helping other people wake up and helping yourself understand this awakening and to be righteous. And righteous is just staying on the road, staying on the path. And part of staying on the path is, even though there is some confusion about when the Sabbath is, as the more I research it, do the best you can to pick the date you think is the Sabbath. Let's just, go with that, first of all. But then on the Sabbath, do something that honors the Most High. You know, and it's not going out there and doing everything you normally do, shopping and eating and going to restaurants and a bunch of nothing. I don't know. We know what color bunnies are. That doesn't seem right. Bunnies are like brown, aren't they? Yeah, I think they're brown. They don't. They don't. They don't. They shouldn't be in this picture to me. There should be something else in this picture besides that. But that's what's in the picture. So we just finished up chapter 43, which is about the glory of God's nature, and it was powerful, about the sun and the moon and the stars and the rainbow and the clouds, and how the Most High made everything, and that we can look in nature to see the Most High. He created all that you see. So until next time, it's right to keep it real.